So, I went to the theatre the other night. Oh yeah? What did you see? Yeah. I saw the Tempest last night. So, yes, I went and saw the Tempest last night. And even though I'm going to be talking about it, there are literally no real words I can just use to describe it. Other than it was amazing. Like, amazing. Now, I've seen the Tempest now 4 times at 4 different theatres. One I saw, well, the first one I saw was an African touring group who came to the Courtyard Theatre. I'd been in it once before. I was Spirit number 3, the leading role at the whole play. Everyone is waiting for Spirit number 3. The second one I went and saw it was at the Swan Theatre, the RSC Swan Theatre. And then the third time I went and saw it at the Glow with my sister and her friend, and my friend a little bit, but predominantly her friend, Emily. And that was amazing because we saw it at the Globe, and I love the Globe, it's amazing. And in it, playing Ariel was Colin Morgan, who was amazing in it, and he had to do loads of jumping around and everything and lots of acrobatics because Ariel is a spirit and loads of acrobatics are required. And then of course the fourth was this adaptation, and we went for it was my 21st unbirthday, and I can't believe I've seen it because when they first announced it and announced they were going to do technology on stage with like creating Ariel and all this kind of stuff, I was like, oh my god, that'd be so cool, to go and see it. And I mentioned it to my mum and dad and they were like, oh yeah, cool. And then basically my nan doesn't know this, my nan's in the house, it was meant to be a surprise and my nan accidentally let it slip. Basically what happened was that we were at my nan's house, we were going to pick her up to bring her home for the birthday celebrations. And we were just talking, and I had my Shakespeare bag with me that it's got Shakespeare on one side and all the plays on the other. But anyway, I was with my Shakespeare bag and she went, you know what? I don't think I've ever read The Tempest or studied it. And I was like, well, that's random. Pick The Tempest out of nowhere. She went, yeah, I was talking about it to one of my friends and he never studied or read The Tempest. And I was like, And then me and my mum went into town to go present buying. We were walking past the RSC, and I was like, Mum, she went, yeah. I went, are we going to see The Tempest? And she went, who let it slip? I love my nan dearly. She didn't really know she was doing it. I don't think she fully understood that it was a surprise. But yeah, no, it was amazing. And me and my sister were in the front row because we were 16 to 25, so we were on the front row on one of the sides, and I didn't realise how close we were to the stage. If you go and see it, if you have the privilege of seeing it in Stratford-upon-Avon and you're in the front row on either of the sides, it's a lot closer than you think. I literally could do this and I was touching the stage. It was amazing, and the actors were incredible, and I'm fangirling too much about this. No, one funny thing that happened during my performance, one of the actors playing Sebastian, he lay down and he had a hip flask and it fell out the pocket, and then he got up and he was walking around and all that kind of stuff, and then he left. And me, my sister, who was also sitting in the front row with me, the rest of the family were like rows behind, but she was sat with me, and then we had 2 other girls sat on the other side. We were staring at the hip flask like, is it meant to be left there? Is it going to come back and pick it up? Is it going to be there until the interval and someone else is going to, like one of the stage hands is going to take it off? Like, what's going to happen? And the play moves on, so we were like, okay, let's just try and forget about the hip flask that's mysteriously there. And then he has to come back on, so Sebastian came back on, and he went and he walked straight to it, picked it up and made this whole like a hip flask and on this island, that's a bit weird, isn't it? And then just put it in his shoe. And I just couldn't stop laughing. couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was hilarious and a brilliant way to deal with a bad situation. Well done, well done. Me and Sarah did think about nicking it, but that might have caused problems, especially if he was going to come back and pick it up. I said this before, but all the acting was amazing. There wasn't... Normally I go see plays and there's like one or two that I'm like, you're not really pulling your weight in this. That sounds really bad, but I think everyone subconsciously does it. Like there's always one that is like, But this production was they're too good. That's the problem, they're too good. All the actors are amazing and like, oh no, I can't say any more. Well done. Well done, all the actors, you were just too good. So one of the main draws of seeing this production of The Tempest was the technology involved, which was by Intel. It was amazing. I didn't think it would be that good, because I mean, obviously there was some kinks and some things that slightly weren't up to, like, if you're going to it, don't go expecting like film CGI amazingness, because they're doing it like there are some motion capture things that are happening live and it's amazing. They did an absolutely amazing job at it. It was incredible, absolutely amazing. Like it was just so beautiful and I couldn't stop staring at it. There's a bit where like Ariel's, like there's a column Ariel's projected onto and there's like smoke coming out of it and all this kind of stuff, and there's actors on the stage and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. I'm just a geek about this kind of things, because it's amazing what they actually did with the technology. Yeah, no, there's some advancements that need to be made, but obviously this was like a showcase of what we can do now with the technology, and I hope that the RSC do keep using that. And the technology, it was a lot more seamless than I thought it would be, actually. You could genuinely get me talking about this for like half an hour, so I hope this video isn't half an hour long. But most of it will be me just going, oh, it was so good, it was so good. It's one of my favourite plays. It's a play that I would love to be in one day, along with many other Shakespeare plays. People ask me what my favourite roles to be are, and the majority of them are Shakespeare characters. So it's the perfect thing for me to see on my 21st birthday. But if any of the people involved in The Tempest are watching this, then I can't believe how good it was. Thank you very much for a very memorable evening. As I said before, I've seen it 4 times now. This latest production was it was too good. It was too good. If you have the opportunity to see it, go see it. It is amazing. Just the actors are amazing. It is going to the Barbican. I can't remember what days, but I got to see it in my hometown, which is just amazing. Afterwards, I found a bag under B4. I think it was a green bag. I did hand it in, obviously, because I'm not bad. I'm not a bad person. I handed it in, and it was a shame it wasn't under B2, and I was like, it could have been 2B or B2. That doesn't quite work, but you know what I mean. I'm sorry for that. That was a bad joke. But anyway, I hope that person got their bag back. But yeah, no, the theatre is just it's a very special place to be, and there's 2 Noble Kinsmen going on as well. I saw that with my sister as a birthday thing, not an unbirthday, before I left for uni in September. That is amazing too. If you go see that, that's happening in the Swan. If you are around Stratford and can get tickets for either 2 Noble Kinsmen or Tempest, go, because they're both amazing. All the actors are just too good, and it's really shame when I want to be an actress. And I'm like, oh no, they're all too good. Never mind. I think I'll end this here, otherwise it's just going to be way too long. Happy Vlogmas! See you all tomorrow! Not long left now! There's really not that long left.